We continue along on game day. Jim Louk, Bulls senior writer Tom Zebold with you now as we prepare for the Bulls in Florida State, Raymond James Stadium, Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Well, Tom, we know this USF team has had a rough couple of weeks. The losses, Rutgers and Ball State. Getting at it at practice this week, got a big challenge this week. This is the type of game that the Bulls have excelled in, one that people may not give them as much of a chance to be successful in. They have a great track record. Get the feeling they're going to be ready this week?
I got a very good feeling they're going to be ready this week. This is the type of game that they're really not considered to win, is the game that they really get up for, and motivation is really high at this time.
I love these games, these in-state games also, because you have players that know each other. You have high school teammates against high school teammates. You have guys that played in all-star games against guys that played in all-star games. There's a lot of chatter during the week, and then it starts to slow down a little bit when they actually start playing on game day.
Yeah, I think about it at this point in the week, the chatter has slowed down a little bit. I mean, back and forth, you know, I've heard players talking all week of Twitter and Facebook and texting and back and forth, having a little fun. And there's a lot of players that have crossed paths somewhere in high school. A total of 188 players from both teams that are from the state of Florida, so plenty of home cooking.
Way back in August, we talked about this month of September, how difficult it was going to be. 5 games, 2 trips. Now we're into game 5, and it can sap your strength a little bit, especially when the last 2 games haven't gone the way the Bulls wanted them to. But at practice this week, feels like there's a lot of energy out there.
Yeah, there's a big pep in the step, as they would say. You know, players are really dialed in, and you know, the intensity level is picked up quite a bit from, you know, practices maybe Sunday to Monday, where you're in the middle of the week now, where it's really amped up and coaches don't have to say too much to get these players motivated.
What are they working on, what you see in practice? I mean, what are they trying to really clean up, get ready for Saturday?
Aside from any secret plays or anything that they might be adding in, because there might be
stuff here.
I think I'll get in a little trouble if I do that. But you know, it's really been, you know, down to the basics: ball control, you know, the offensive line doing their jobs, ball protection. I mean, turnovers are going to be huge in a game like this, whether it's on the defense working on ball drills, you know, the ball's in the air, players focusing in, making sure they get it off of a tip or something. I've seen a lot of that. A lot of players sitting back in coverage or zone and just waiting to see, following the ball with their eyes, which is huge. On the offense, it's running backs, protect that ball, 2 hands on the ball. You know, when you're running down the sideline, make sure you have the ball positioned in the right way. You know, things that have kind of hampered them in the past few weeks, that's what they're working on. Kind of going to the basics, making sure that the fundamentals are right going into a game like this, because those are the things that can really cost you.
You know, we love to look back 3 years ago, the Bulls beating Florida State in Tallahassee. That's a great memory for Bulls fans. It's kind of ancient history for these players and coaches, though not a lot of them were on that field in Tallahassee 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think Demetrius Murray is one of the chosen few that are still back, and somebody asked them. BJ definitely is the headliner, but you know, saying it, you know, how they hardly remember the game. Demetrius Murray might have had a special teams tackle, and somebody asked him about him this week, and he said, "I don't even know." That, you know, who knows? Back then, I guess I did. So
long time ago.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to it. Saturday, 6 o'clock, Raymond James Stadium for the Bulls and Seminoles. Much more to come on game day as we prepare for kickoff. For Tom Zebold, I'm Jim Louk.